I got a golden ticket. I can't see shit. I really need to start wearing my glasses. Okay, I can't get excited. I can't get excited. Just in case. Oh. Hey, what's up? Hello, it's Auntie Cubana. Yes, I'm gonna be changing my name from, at least on the podcast, from Admin Cubana to Auntie Cubana because not all of our unladylike family from the podcast is part of the group. So it's Auntie Cubana coming to chill and vibe with y'all. Drop a comment when you come in. Let me know who's here so I can shout you out. Sorry, y'all. I'm watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in the background, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate. I don't know. Each one has a different fucking name. I'm watching something. It's the old one, the really old one. Now that they have a third one coming out, I don't fucking know. Anyways, I'm here. I'm pantsless, and I am ready to vibe out. We have family questions because y'all know I hate the word fans. I don't believe in fans. I believe in family and friends because some of y'all don't need to be my cousins or anything like that. So shout out DGE for the dope merchandise. Shouted them out earlier, but I want to shout them out again. Dingy Group Enterprises, shout out. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to trickle in. I really can't see. Like, I slept in my makeup from last night. Like, I did, like, and then I took a nap in my lashes. Just like my cats. What's just like my cats? What'd I do? What'd I do? Yes, the no pants or the sleeping in my makeup. Either way, I was thinking I was gonna have a special guest tonight, and I will not. So y'all, this is how much of an asshole I am. We had an inbox, we had an email. Yes, all have different names. All of them have different all different names. Yes, absolutely. This is how much of an asshole I am, you guys. I had an email set up for friends, family, fans, whatever you guys prefer, to submit questions for podcasts and stuff. And I forgot all about it because we just always had. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, I appreciate you so much. It looks kind of funky now because I've slept on it for 2-3 days and I've been napping on it, so it's like but thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. We've always had podcast topics and everything. So I forgot all about this this email address that people could submit questions to for podcasts and ask myself and co-host different questions and all that good stuff. And tonight, since I don't have a co-host for the night, I figured why not like put out something for people to submit questions. They can be about anything, about like if people are trying to get started with podcasting, social media influencing, personal questions, private questions, whatever. Like y'all can literally ask me anything and I'm gonna answer. And then I was like, wait, I feel like I have something set up for that. And I was like, oh shit, the fucking email address. So I went into the email and there are so many questions. So we're going to get to them. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Like I said, there is nothing off limits. I will answer anything. You went for cosmetology, girl, let me tell you, that is one thing I am bummed about is that like braiding, locking, all that kind of stuff is like not taught in like primary cosmetology schooling. Like there are so many people who want it and so many people who are willing to pay good money for it, and it's an under taught like skill, and I'm just like, come on, man. So I'm gonna start this off and say sorry, y'all. The questions are obviously on my phone. I can't look at my um what up, Nikos? How you doing? um I am also keeping an eye on my inbox because I do have a friend, a good friend in need, and I actually like my heart is in my ass right now because I see that they're online. And so if I do cut this short, I apologize, y'all. Just bear with me. I'm here. I'm focused. I'm with y'all. But if I do cut this short, just know I'm a family first kind of person, and my friends are my family. So if I gotta go, I gotta go. But we're gonna start this off with some questions. Like I said, if y'all have any, whether it's pertaining to getting started with podcasting, doing any kind of social media influencing, personal questions, private questions, anything, there's no holds barred. What is flying around my house? That better not be a bee. I'll be pissed. Anyways, sorry about that, y'all. The first one was, what inspired you to become a podcaster? This is a well-known fact for some and not at all known for others. I got into podcasting on accident. I had no idea what I was doing. Thank you so much, Mama. That is very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. What inspired me to become a podcaster? I had no idea what a podcast was. I, to this day, have never listened to a podcast, including my own. Hey, Brittany, how you doing, boo? Um, and really what inspired me to do it was I was just trying to have a candid conversation with some of my group members, and I was trying to upload it so that the rest of my group members could hear it. But wouldn't you know, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, and I was drunk off my ass. And I ended up uploading it for the entire world to hear accidentally. And somebody was like, yo, that's a podcast. You should do more. And we just kept doing it, and we're still doing it. So that's kind of what inspired me to become a podcaster. Do you enjoy being famous? My personal hashtag is literally hashtag I'm not famous. Like that's gonna be on all my personal like brand stuff for myself. But to other people in other areas of other parts of the world, country, area, um, they would say otherwise. Um, and my answer would be no, I don't. There is a certain level of responsibility that comes with fame, and I don't like that. I don't like responsibility. I'm not wearing pants right now. I am not wearing pants. And so for me to have a level of responsibility that comes with fame, I'm not interested in it. I don't want it. I don't like it. You have to watch what you say, watch what you do. You have to be very self-aware, very open, very honest. Anything can come to light about you, your past, your family. Um, Thank you so much, Brittany. I absolutely adore you, and I thank you so much for all of your continued support. Like, I absolutely adore you, babe. Um, I just feel like anything can come to light at any time, and you have to be ready for whatever that may be. I actually interviewed a guest at one point. Her like tagline was pre-canceled. And I was like, girl, felt like, let me go ahead and be pre-canceled already, because I built my brand on being unladylike. Like, we don't care what we like. we are unapologetic, and we are authentically unapologetically ourselves. And that's not something you can really be in the public eye, you know what I mean? So I don't like it. I don't I don't like it at all. Um what would you like to tell your subscribers? Thank you. That is the number one thing I want to tell each and every one of my subscribers. I wish I could shake every single one of their hands and tell them just how much I appreciate and love them, and how much they mean to me, because that kind of support is so rare, especially when it comes to someone like me who is so raw and unfiltered and awkward and strange. So the fact that they are willing to support me just means the world to me. Girl, 3 years. 3 years. I can't. Most groups crumble within a year, but to make it 3 and to still have some of our day ones, I appreciate you so fucking much. You have no idea. Like, you're, I am so thankful. I am so thankful for you. If you could change one thing about social media, what would it be? The idea that we have to live up to other people's expectations and standards. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, yes, boss bitches. Um, don't ever feel like you have to fit into somebody else's mold. You don't ever have to walk in anybody else's shoes, footsteps, anything. Not mine, not his, not hers, not theirs, nobody's. Be you, be beautiful, be unapologetically yourself, completely, entirely, and always. I hate that about social media. People comparing themselves, people, you know, I hate that. I've always hated that. What videos are you planning to release next on your channel? That's kind of a secret. I do have an episode with Boss Lady coming up on October 30th. Stay tuned for that. And I'm really looking forward to that one. That is something that is going to make a huge splash, I feel, in the Cooley region, because we don't have many stylists like her that specialize in what she does. So I feel like that's going to make a huge difference in our area. But I have a few big projects as well that are in the works, but I'm kind of playing them close to my chest because, like I said, they're in the works. They're not locked down yet. So I don't want to jinx anything. Um, According to you, what kind of content works on YouTube? I am not big on YouTube. We just started doing video content, and most of our videos do best on Facebook, and the rest of our podcasts do well on audio versions. But honestly, our best content is like our drunk slopopotamus episodes. When we were 8 bottles of wine deep, we did extremely well. That is actually our best running podcast to date. And then our sexual episodes do extremely well too. Our most horny, racy, that one did remarkably well. In the UK, it was either the day the Queen died or the day of her funeral. So I've established that English people are they're pretty racy when they're sad. I dig it. I can get down with that. Shout out to the UK. Auntie Cubana loves y'all. I see y'all. Any advice you would give to budding social media influencers? always, always, always be true to who you are and to what you're building your brand off of. Um you yourself are a brand. Don't ever think, "Oh, I have to have a logo. I have to have like a makeup brand. I have to have this. I have to have that to have a brand." No, you are the brand. You're selling yourself. That sounded bad. But you are your brand. And whatever it is that you are selling, whether it's comedy, whether it's like social justice, whether it's whatever it may be, stay true and authentic 100% of the time to it, because people will smell the bullshit. People will smell the bullshit, and that's when they start to expose you for any and everything. And you have to be able to come out with like, no, this is just who the fuck I am, and this is how I've always been. This is, you know what I'm saying? Um, I have had a lot of controversy over my career, and my career essentially has only been like the last year, because the group has been 3 years, but my career as an actual business has only been like the last 16 months. And there's already been a lot of controversy, and I think that's because people know that this is my business. And you really have to be able to come with the receipts. So stay true to you, stay true to your brand, stay true to who you are. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started? I feel like we kind of covered that in the first question. But how I really got started was building a Facebook group for women's empowerment, for the women who don't really fit the cookie cutter standard of um the typical women's empowerment or moms groups. I wanted a safe space for the women who aren't afraid to get a scar on their knuckles, or, you know, I wanted a safe space for the F-bomb moms and the girls who aren't afraid to get into a tussle or whatever the case may be. That's really where it all began. And realistically, when we were trying to come up with a name, myself and the people that I hand chose as the original admin, they all hated the name Unladylike, because they were like, it sounds so trashy. And mind you, I do have people constantly telling me how trashy like my brand and my group is. And I'm like, thank you. You've heard of us. Appreciate you. So here we are, 3 years later, still trashy and unladylike. How many pairs of shoes do you have? Oh my gosh, this question has always bothered me until like I moved and I realized how many pairs of shoes I have. I probably have 30 pairs of shoes, and 28 of them are probably flip-flops. Okay, not 28, but like, 20 pair of my shoes are probably flip-flops. It's ridiculous. And then 5 of them are probably slides. Like, I love sandals. I love, love, love sandals. I'll wear them until the snow is over my feet, like up to my ankles. I will wear sandals. Yes, trashy yet classy. We are trailer hood classy, because I grew up in the trailer parks. So we're trailer hood classy. Yes. Eating day old pizza off the couch. Okay, maybe not all of us. Maybe that's just me. Don't judge my group because I make weird decisions. Do you like TV talent shows? I I like So You Think You Can Dance. I haven't watched it in a really long time, but that's the one that I really like. I love watching the talent on there. It just blows my mind every time. What's your take on reality TV? I love trashy reality TV. Um, yes, Brittany. Whoop whoop. I love trashy reality TV. I can't help it. It's my guilty pleasure. Don't come for me, because we all have something that we don't want to admit. Um, last film you watched. Well, right now I'm watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know. Is this Will? That's what bothers me. Okay, this is the original one. So, and one of them's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. One of them's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then there's a new one coming out. But I'm watching the original one right now. But like last film I watched like in theaters was The Nun 2. Um, have you ever cried at a film? I have. I'm a crybaby. I'm a sensitive thug. That's Willy Wonka. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate you, baby. Who's your favorite actor? Oh my gosh. This is so hard. I don't I don't think I could narrow it down. There are so many people who are just so versatile and talented. I'm gonna go with Jamie Foxx though. Because like when you can go so far as to glue your eyes shut every single day on set to play a role, you're owning that role. So I'm gonna go with Jamie Foxx. Do you have a tattoo? I do. I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. Technically 10. Technically 10 if you count the one that's covered up. Name 3 movies everyone should watch. Crash, Freedom Riders, and Step Brothers. And I'm saying Step Brothers because if you can't catch my references, there's no way we can be friends. Do you believe in karma? Abso-fucking-lutely. That bitch got hands and I caught him every single time. Wine or beer? I love me some wine. If you could see my little coffee bar, it is complete with wine bottles. Big Daddy. I wipe my own ass. I do like a good beer from time to time. But like if I'm shopping for myself, I'm definitely gonna head to the wine section first. Which YouTuber do you follow the most? Oh my god. Okay. I love Tan or Tran. Kimmy Tan. I love her. She's absolutely remarkable. I love Carly Bible. She's how I learned to do makeup. Don't come for me. I'm nowhere near her skill set, but I love Carly Bible. Um, Nikita Dragon, she is so fine. And yes, I know. And no, it does not matter. She is a she. I love Nikita Dragon. And what is her name? Lovely Mimi. I don't really watch her much on YouTube, but like if she comes up on my YouTube, like I'll watch her, of course. Um Name 3 things that you always notice in the opposite sex. Eyes, teeth, and the back of their necks. Eyes, teeth, and the back of their necks. I am a sucker for when a guy gets a fresh cut. And most girls are like looking at that lineup. Of course, we look at the lineup, but I look at the lineup on the back of that neck and like, oh, oh. Or like when he gets braided up in the back, oh, let me stop because I have thought some of the most guys have been just the sexiest thing walking by the back of that neck. So let me tell you. What star sign are you? I am a Taurus. Gang, gang. Do you have pets? I sure the fuck do. They cute though. Are you more artistic or a mathematic person? Artistic, 1000%. I'm good at math. I am very good at math, but I hate it. I fucking hate it. And I think it's because like I have ADHD, so I can't stand the fact that it's infinite. Like numbers just don't stop. So I can't stand it. What food do you love the most? It depends on my mood. Like, I love gumbo and jambalaya, but then other days I'm like, I just want Chinese. But now I'm obsessed with Betty's. Like, I love their burritos are like the size of my head. That was some horchata. Let me tell you. What sport do you like the most? Football. But I hate the fact that they can't be like as aggressive as they used to be. But I mean, I get it. Like, people are getting CTE and shit, and I get it. Um, what song do you love? Right now, I am really vibing with "I Do It," Big Sean, Lil Wayne, and I don't know, somebody else is on there too. But I really fuck with it. I really fuck with it. If you've heard it, you know why. Favorite TV show? Damn. I don't even I binge watch Roseanne. That's my comfort show just because I grew up in the 90s and I had like the same like blue collar, like figure out which bills you can pay now and which ones you can live without, like type of experience. So that's my comfort show because I can relate. That's my background noise sometimes. Introvert or extrovert? I'm an extroverted introvert. Like, when it comes to social media, ooh, I'm out there, but like when I'm around people, I'm like so shy. It's nuts. I'm so shy. What would you do if you didn't become an influencer? I still don't see myself as an influencer. I hope I'm not influencing anybody. Good Lord. I apologize to any and everyone if I have influenced you. Holy shit, that just scared me so bad. So bad. Um, if I didn't become an influencer, I I would probably still be working in customer service of some sort. I've worked in call centers like my whole life. My whole life. I mean, I did apartment maintenance before. I've done Oh, Caitlin, girl, stop. You guys, seriously, you guys empower me so much. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to, tried to give up, and y'all keep me motivated to keep going with this shit. So I thank y'all. I love y'all so fiercely. I was always considered the bad influence. Hey, Zayd, baby. Hi, sweetheart. Um, what's the best comment you've ever received? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've gotten so many since starting I know I'm gonna cry at this one. Don't pull my G card, y'all. I'm gonna cry with this one. Um, I had a group member, no names, inboxed me one day, and she said, "You have no idea how much this group has helped me." Um, I was on the verge of taking my life, and I had a plan. I had everything to do it, and I was ready. And a post came up on my news feed from the lounge, and it she's like, I couldn't do it. Brittany, oh my gosh, don't. Y'all are gonna make me snot no sob. That is stuff like that is the greatest compliment I could ever in my life receive. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with anything that I've done. It's people who have been helped by something that we together have built as a community. Like, people will look at the lounge as some sort of trashy, whatever. And see, that's what means the most to me. People can look at my brand, people can look at our group and just say it's trashy, it's this, it's that. But when people will come to my inbox and say things like that, I'm like, think what you want, because if that's really what you think, you have no idea what it is really all about. And that right there means the world to me. That's the greatest compliment I could ever and will ever receive. So I truly thank y'all for sticking it out for these 3 crazy ass years with my crazy ass. Y'all are my world, for real. What one event inspired you to do this? Honestly, it was somebody else getting kicked out of an admin position in another women's empowerment group. We realized we didn't belong and we didn't have a safe space for our kind. And it was kind of a domino effect from there. And then realized I didn't have a safe space in what became of that. And I just created my own safe space. And whoever came along and joined my sandbox was more than welcome. And before I knew it, the whole world was joining my sandbox. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. So, what is one falsehood you have said in one of your videos? Oh. That I've said in one of my videos? That I wasn't. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Let me take a drink for this one. One falsehood that I've said in one of my videos. You're my flavor, baby. You are my flavor. All right, here's a lie I told in one of my videos. I said that I didn't sleep with somebody that I slept with. We weren't actively engaging in sexual relations at the time the video came out. But we had previously in the past. Obviously, because look what happened. But yeah, I did lie and say that we were not having sexual relations. And I also said that I had never hooked up with a podcast guest. And I have. So there's my lie. I did not have sex with that man or that woman. I didn't inhale. Oh my gosh, I need to hold on. Oh, I took it already. Hold on, I got to get this unclogged. There we go. Okay. What's the best vacation you ever took? Oh my gosh. Okay. Best vacation. Somebody's always ruined my vacations in some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna say Hawaii because it was a once in a lifetime experience. And I performed in some monumental places while I was there. Like, who can say they performed the national anthem at Pearl Harbor at 14? So I'm gonna go with Hawaii for sure. Y'all, I feel like those reactions, because I can't see how many are what reactions. I feel like all those reactions that just came through are laugh reactions. Y'all, and it's probably still from the I did not have sexual relations. If you could be someone else for the day, who would it be and why? Offset. Honestly, I would never want to be anybody other than myself. I just don't. I feel like that's a waste of the life that we're given. But I would love to be Offset for a day because I want to bang Cardi B. Call me ratchet, call me what you want, but I want to sleep with Cardi B. So I want to be Offset for a day. When did you first realize you were famous? I'm not. I am not famous. The first time it really sunk in though, I was riding around with my celly. And she literally just like, Nico, stop laughing at me. It's not a lie. Like, that's just my thing. On hashtag not famous. I was riding around with my celly and she's like, girl, like we pulled over at a stop sign. She looks at me, she goes, girl, you're fucking famous. Oh, it was when I was gonna do the 50 Cent. I was gonna do the 50 Cent interview. And I had to do it like that same day. Yes, this is what it was. Okay, I remember now. We were riding around, smoking a blunt. And she's good. She's straight. And I'm lit as shit, right? We pull up at a stop sign. She turns to me and she goes, you know you're famous, right? Or no, she's like, girl, you're fucking famous. And I'm like, I turned to her and I have this look of sheer panic on my face because I have the interview with him like shortly after this. I'm like, I fucking no. I was just in a whole panic. I couldn't do it. I was like, I don't want to be. I'm not ready. That's pretty much when it sunk in. And that was about a year ago, actually. Like coming up, because I think October 25th was my first interview with him. And I know. Looking back, what would you do differently? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because I feel like every step we take leads us exactly to where we're meant to be. Good, bad. I feel like I wouldn't let some motherfucker stay in my house. That's one thing I would change. That is one thing I would definitely change. Otherwise, I wouldn't change a thing. No regrets. What is the best piece of advice you could give a newbie? A newbie? So somebody like new to podcasting, social media influencing? Network. Networking will open doors for you that college never can, never could, never will. Not saying don't go to school. If school is something that you believe in, do it by all means. It just is not the place for me and where I'm trying to go and be in life. Network and never count out that person who is up and coming, because you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know where they're going to be in a year. You don't know who they know. Build your network, build your foundation. Everybody is somebody. Never count anybody out whatsoever. What is your favorite thing about doing this? Meeting new people. I'm introverted, but I love to meet new people. I love to see their talents. I love to see the sparkle in their eyes when they're doing what they love. Like last night at the concert, that was my favorite part, was just seeing everybody light up doing what they love to do. That was my passion. Just seeing everyone pour their hearts into their craft. That was delicious. What is your least favorite thing about doing this? Dude, I'm brutally honest. So my least favorite thing is when somebody thinks they got tea on me. Like, oh, she used to, Oh, you know what she like, yo. I am ridiculous. I am a degenerate. I am ratchet. I am ugh. Like, and when somebody tries to say like, "Oh, she did this, she did that, she is this, she is that," I'm like, I own my bullshit. Like, there is not anything you can tell the world about me that I will not tell the world about myself. So it pisses me off when other people try to come up with their own narrative of things that have transpired, or they make up something that didn't happen, and then like people who don't even really know you or take the time to know you believe it. Cause I'm like, do you know who the fuck I am? Not in a like I'm famous sort of way, but like, do you know who the fuck I am? Like, will tell you some shit about me that will make you like, come on now, be real. Have you ever had any setbacks, and if so, what were some of them? The business side of things. Let me tell you, everyone thinks, oh, it must be great working for yourself or social media, like, and friendships. Friendships, let me tell you, this kind of business will expose who your real friends are so fast. I will never forget a comment that a friend said to me. I wish I could stay home and play on Facebook all day and get paid for it. Girl, girl. I wish I had a 9 to 5 that I could go to, punch a clock, and have a guaranteed check, a guaranteed income every single week or bi-weekly. I wish I had that stability. I wish I had that guarantee. I don't. Like, I don't. That has been such a setback. And the legalities and the government watching every single thing you do, and fucking taxes, and they like, dude, it's stressful. I have like 80 gray hairs right now. I'm auntie for real. For real, for real. What do you do about nasty or negative commenters? I put them in check and I let them go about their lives. Because what am I supposed to do? I can't go whoop everybody's ass. The old me would have whooped everybody's ass. The new me can't do that because I'm famous. And if I do that, I'm looking like Cat Williams in my mugshot, just, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So I mean, I have to conduct myself accordingly. So I just have to put them in check respectfully, as respectfully as I can, and go about my business. There's always going to be somebody who has negative to say, and that's how you know you're winning. Because the way I look at it, you've heard of me. You've heard of my brand. You've heard of the things that I've done. I'm going places. What kind of equipment would you recommend for a newcomer? Honestly, don't waste your money on a big setup. Don't do it. Do not do it. Um, find what your goals are as far as putting out content. See, those reactions are getting higher and higher, and I feel like they're laugh reactions. Tell them to eat. Yes, eat a bag of dicks. Put the dick in the bag. Um, put the dick in a bag and eat it. Sorry. Anyways, my bad. Don't waste. Find the platforms that are going to work best for what you're trying to do as far as putting out content. You don't need an unlimited plan if you're not planning on putting out unlimited hours of content. There was a time I was putting out like 3 sessions a week that were like 3 hours long. Yeah, I needed unlimited hours of content. Now I don't need that. I literally invested in a really dope microphone that's normally like $90 and I got it on sale for like 45 at Best Buy. I got a webcam that was like $50 off of Amazon and then a laptop. And I still made number one in the world. I still made over 1 million downloads. Like, you don't need some exuberantly, ridiculously expensive setup just to make it. You really don't. So, if anybody is looking to get into podcasting, come talk to me. I don't do that gatekeeping bullshit. If anybody's looking to get their toes wet, anything like that, come holler at me. I got you. We'll talk equipment and you know what kind of software you're gonna need. On average, how long does it take for you to put out a video? I put it out as like I'm doing it live. The fuck? And I upload it right away, and then the audio version I usually do it like the next day, just because I'm lazy as fuck and I don't feel like doing it right after I get off camera. So I mean, I could, but I don't. What made you choose this type of entertainment that you do? I chose the audio version because I have the face for faceless entertainment. Not even lying. I used to do like theater and stuff in school, but then I was like, oh, people don't want to see like a fat bitch on camera. And I realized I talked earlier about self-deprecation. This is not a self-deprecating thing, so just bear with me. Let me finish. That was my mindset before. So I was like, okay, people don't want to see that. And this way I can talk. Nobody ever has to see what I look like. The only people who know what I look like are the people who actually know me personally. And now I'm like, who gives a fuck what people think or what people like or what people want to see? If you don't want to see it, get the fuck off my page. So yeah, that's how I got here. Who is one other personality that influences you the most or influenced you the most? Wow. I'm gonna have to say the 85 South crew. They're so just like out there and they don't care what people think. They just say what's on their minds and they like to make people laugh. I'm gonna have to say them. Probably Carlos the most because he's a mixture of Chico and DC. Like, he's super funny, but he could be like funny in a serious way too. So I'm gonna have to say Carlos Miller. Were you always an entertainer or did it evolve as your channel got more popular? I've always been an entertainer. Like, I started doing shows when I was like 2 or 3. So this is just what I've been doing and it's evolved ever since. Is there anyone you would like to partner with on a special episode? Okay. Somebody asked me about this on my Snapchat. They asked me if I don't think Nikos is still in here, but if he is, don't tag him. Don't tag him. But somebody was like trying to somebody was trying to holler at Blake Shepherd. Thought he was so fine. I know who it was too because she approached me last night about it too. And asked me if he had ever been a guest. And I was like, no, not yet. But like, I would love to collaborate with him on an episode sometime just because, like, you know, he's incredibly talented and he Dark Gems. Like, I've never done an episode on Dark Gems before. So I would love to collaborate with him sometime. And that's still where I stand. I would love to do an episode with Blake Shepherd sometime, as well as the DJ that was there last night. I would just love to do a whole collaborative effort. But yeah, that's somebody I would love to work with. If you guys weren't there last night, Look up Blake Shepherd. He is an incredibly talented musician. He's from Miami, Florida originally, and he's the creative director of Dark Gems International. And yeah, go check out his music. Give him a follow, subscribe, like, whatever you find him on as far as social media or music platforms, do it. Don't tag him. Just saying. Do you like coffee? I like frappes. Mocha frappes. Blended, please. My dream vacation. Oh my gosh. I want to go to like Ireland, Scotland, Greenland. I still want to go to Thailand so bad, which is still in the works, but all of those. Who do you truly love? Y'all know I love Mo. Why y'all gotta play like that? Y'all know I love Maurice. You could tell him I said it. Maurice Antoine Reeves. Meh. I love his big head, light-skinned ass. Do you like reading books? Not really. I love books, but my eyes are so bad now. Like I'm literally going blind because I have keratoconus and they did eye surgery to make it better, but I'm still it's getting worse progressively. And when I read, it reminds me of being in jail because that's literally all I did. I was locked in my cell 23 hours a day. So yeah, that's another little tidbit of information we'll touch on another time. What novels do you read? I like crime thrillers. Speaking of being in jail. What were you doing 3 hours ago? I was knocked the fuck out. I was asleep. Have you watched any movies this week? Of course. Would you marry a celebrity? No. Absolutely not. Because okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is where I have to be like, I'm not famous. I don't want to be a celebrity, but I have to accept the fact that this is heading in that direction. And I can't have two of us in some sort of entertainment industry. I can't do it because you're gonna be off doing your thing on some crazy schedule, and I'm gonna be off doing my thing on some crazy schedule. So unless we're doing the same thing, I can't do it. Have you ever laughed at a wrong moment? All the time. All the time. Because I laugh when I'm nervous. I'm almost done, y'all. I swear. But I laugh when I'm nervous or scared. And so like when we were watching The Nun 2, every time they showed like a possessed scene, I started giggling maniacally. It was so bad. So bad. And I laugh at funerals. I always laugh at funerals. But I feel like the people who died know me well enough to know that I'm going to laugh at their funerals, and they're just like either up there or down there or wherever the fuck they ended up, and they're like, it's Courtney, like she's okay, don't judge her for it, it's Courtney. Can you spend all your money on something stupid? I spent all my money on a man once, a few times, several times. I think that counts, right? No, I do spend my money on stupid stuff. So yeah, that's a definite. What is the first thing you instantly notice about people? Their energy, just the vibe they give off. I feel like you could tell a lot about someone by just how they make you feel when you're around them. And that's what I really take in. Hey Taylor, you are, but don't worry, I still have more questions to answer, so you are all good. Girl, Brittany, yes. I want somebody like I did a TikTok like this, but I really want someone to do it. I really want someone to run into my funeral like, I had to hear about this from the fucking weed man. Like because I guarantee you somebody is gonna hear about it from the fucking weed man. Like, I want somebody to run, like, or I had to hear about this shit from the fucking cashier at Quick Trip, like something, because it's either gonna be the cashier at Quick Trip or the weed man. Like, it's gonna be somebody that had no business knowing, that is gonna tell somebody who absolutely should have been like one of the first people to know. Like, needs to be. Love with heartbreaks or no love at all? Damn. Love with heartbreaks. Love with heartbreaks. I don't know if that's the toxic in me or like what, but I just, y'all really didn't tell me I had this little Krishan look, like for real, for real. Love the hookup, gonna be the bearer of bad news. Yes. Yes, absolutely. All right. I have I promise I'm almost done, y'all. I promise. For real this time, I promise. Which one do you prefer, trust or love? I'd rather you trust me than to love me. I say trust because I can love anybody and not trust them as far as I can fucking throw their asses. As far as trusting somebody, I can't I can't, it's not vice versa. Exactly. Trust. Always, always trust. If you could wish anything or do anything, what would it be? I would wish I would wish for free healthcare, free accessible healthcare for everybody in the world. That's literally all I want. I want everyone to be safe and healthy. That's what I want. Are you the type of friend you would like to have as a friend? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm an asshole sometimes. Like, I really am. I'm an asshole sometimes, but I think I'm the type of friend that I would like to have. Remember last time you were furious? What made you that angry? Oh, I can't actually speak on it. I can't I can't actually, sorry if y'all saw anything. I had to get her down, but I can't actually speak on it directly, but it was somebody putting people that I love deeply in jeopardy. I didn't appreciate that too much. I was full of rage that day when I found out. Do you have any favorite videos that you've uploaded? I'm gonna say the DGE episode. We were so lit. We had so much fun that night. Like, I love them motherfuckers. I love them so much. They are such good people. Yes. Yes. DGE. That was so much fun. What are some crazy moments you have had? Oh boy. Ooh. We're not gonna go into that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say if you've never experienced being in the lounge, absolutely do it one time for the one time sometime. Because you never know what you're gonna get when you're in the lounge. You never know. There's always some kind of craziness happening. If you could give nobody did something like that. Best and worst purchases you've ever made. Best purchase would be a vibrator. Definitely relieves all the stress in the world and keeps me from being a crazy ass bitch. So that would probably be the best purchase. Worst purchase, I'm going to say, is all the money I spent on inmate like phone calls and emails and all that shit. All that shit. I'm gonna say that for sure. What's the dumbest way you've been injured? Okay, speaking of inmates, my phone was ringing and it was an inmate and I was super excited and I was in the shower, but my phone was in the living room. So I came running out. There was no carpet in the house. I came running out and slipped on the floor, slammed my head into the wall, slid some more, and slammed my head into a chair and on the leg of the table. And between the wall, chair, and the table, I broke my brow bone. It's probably the dumbest way I've been hurt. The longest word you know? Australopithecus. Yeah. Who is the most inspirational person to you? My mama. My motherfucking mama. Without a doubt. What language would you like to learn? I want to be fluent in Spanish. I would like to be fluent in Spanish. Which famous person would you like to meet? I would love to meet Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler, Jelly Roll. Them three. Can you talk a little bit about the types of brands that approach you? Mostly indie brands, and I absolutely love them. Um, Usually I approach them, to be honest, and it's not about working with them. It's just about, hey, like I really like your shit. And I'm so jealous, Brittany. Oh my gosh. Pictures galore, pictures galore. Um most of the brands are like me being like, hey, I love your shit. Would you like to do a podcast sometime? And it has nothing to do with getting anything from them. It has everything to do with, yo, I believe in your product. I want to spread the word. Let's collab. Like, let me get your name out there. Brands that have approached me have been like travel brands. Virgin Virgin has approached me for a cruise to do like travel influencing. Um a jewelry company. I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm such a piece of shit. They're gonna drop me so fast. A jewelry company approached me about we're not doing chitty chitty bang bang, whatever. A jewelry company approached me about being a brand ambassador when I got my when I got my unladylike chain. And then um Queen Cosmetics approached me about being a brand ambassador for their cosmetics line and their ring lights. But brands that have supported me, that's a different story. Brands that have supported me is Mandy Makeup, You Sexy Cosmetics, um yeah, mainly cosmetics lines. I'm a ugly heifer, so they gotta help get me right. For sure. Let's see. My favorite holiday. Beach, mountain, or city. Oh, this is like a okay, like vacation holiday. Beach, mountain, or city. Um, I love the mountains. I'm not gonna lie. I love the mountains. It's so peaceful. I love it. Last question that we will get to is, what advice do you have for people who are trying to gain a following on social media? Network, network, network. Don't just cold add random people that you don't know. Like, to me, that shit is so annoying. I hate that. But if you have like mutuals, that's one thing. But if it's like somebody, you have no mutual, no nothing, you've never heard of them, they've never heard of you type shit, that's so fucking weird. Oh, Dino was blue. Um, but network. Like, TikTok is a great place to network. That's where I find like a lot of the brands that I've done podcasts with. I've like found a lot of people where I'm like, yo, you have a amazing story, or you have a wonderful brand or stuff like that. And I'm just like, hey, do you want to collaborate sometime? You really have to know how to talk to people, sell yourself, sell your brand. That's another where we bring it full circle and say, stay true to yourself, stay authentic, stay genuine, that kind of thing. But we have been on here for an hour and 4 minutes. I apologize for taking up so much of y'all's time. I just turned on the Flintstones. This is one of my favorites. So I'm going to let y'all off of here. I love y'all fiercely. Thank you for tuning in. It has been my pleasure. You got bye, Squints. Oh my gosh. I hope you got my shout out for Mandy Makeup. And I have a few people from the show last night who should be placing orders sometime in the very near future, especially for the highlighter. Hope you guys have guap in stock, because honey, they were loving it. Thank y'all again so much. No, thank you, Squints. I'm glad it helped, Brittany. I'm so glad it helped. If you ever need me, my inbox is always open, baby girl. Always. And I'm glad y'all have it in stock, Squints, because let me tell you, they were talking about like different highlighters were not pigmented enough for them and all sorts of stuff. So I was like, go up by Mandy Makeup. For sure. But I love y'all fiercely. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, my inbox is always, always, always open. Have a good night, y'all.